Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals here. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. This game featuring two of the elite teams in the Western Conference.
Well, if you look through history, Kevin, the Western Conference has been dominant in the NBA. So much talent in this league, but it's been pushed to the left. Post just a little bit. Multiple All-Stars and still teams fighting for the playoffs. So this is a huge matchup for us here tonight.
And even without that three-ball driving form, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Gilgeous-Alexander. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. The three. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now defended by Jokic. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And not a good idea to take a nap on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that athleticism. So much power. Way to get up.
Outside, and again Denver with the triple.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Right now I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. Told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Count the basket. Murray's got 5 points so far.
The effort offensively from Jamal pays off that time.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Russell Westbrook in for the Nuggets. Oklahoma City trailer. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Murray.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Jokic slings it in.
Well, you have to think, if Jokic is that good a passer, his mind is always working. Why not work it to get contact like that?
The Nuggets shooting their first foul shot of the night.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one.
Mind the way. Mind the way. One shot.
I feel like Jokic could play with the baton out there because he's orchestrated.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Trailing by 5. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Misses. The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Just taking it right to the defense and in their face. Westbrook at the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Holmgren with the steal. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it's been pretty smooth sailing for him in the playoffs so far. They've only dropped 2 games.
And they're a team that doesn't get rattled, even with all the pressure that comes with postseason basketball. It's a testament to the leadership in that locker room.
And a wide open look for Porter. And a miss there on the triple. They're trailing by 3. Dort with the bounce pass. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Dort.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Murray kicks to Gordon. And the 3 ball is good.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
And again it's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the miss by Jamal Murray. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. That ties it up. 16 points for him.
So much speed from Shea. Used it there to get by the defense.
Inside, here's Westbrook. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. Launches a 3. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Fires from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good if it goes. No good there. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Oklahoma City.
Fire, 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 fire,
The
fire.
ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter pulls it in.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
The Thunder with the lead. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Traps in the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24.
SGA doesn't rely on the three to get his points, but man, when it's falling, watch out.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 now in this quarter. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality.
Timeout, timeout.
Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Westbrook with a wide-open look. And again, Denver no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
To the middle, here's Saric, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, Saric on the inside has really good quality football.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Porter kicks to Murray. On the wing, Porter. Covered by Wiggins. Porter passes to Saric. It's not going to go for him.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Softly drops in the floater. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder. Westbrook passes to Brown. He's looking for Saric and finds him. Porter outside. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. And again it's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 points now in the quarter. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside Westbrook. And another miss by Denver. The Thunder leading by 7. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays brings it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 34 points.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Well, Thunder have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Gilgeous-Alexander off the left rim and out. The Nuggets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
And a statement from Jamal, when he gets that kind of room, he's capable of throwing it down.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso kicks to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Sharp. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
First team foul.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Sharp. And it's Peyton Watson in for Michael Porter.
Oh, Jokic attacking the rim and brings it down hard.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
1:10 left here in the second. Pass to Brown. Back to Westbrook. Got a piece of it. Hartenstein with it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Coaches love Gilgeous-Alexander, and the way that he's working, he's refusing to give in against that kind of airtight defense.
Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. Michael Porter comes in for Russell Westbrook. The free throw off from Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Here's Brown. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player to help to be a facilitator.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 43 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Thunder making a switch here.
Number 22, Cason Wallace.
Wallace against Murray. From 7, and with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Jokic.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. It's all good. One more time.
Welcome, everybody, and in this crucial Game 6, there's some second-half work to be done for the Denver Nuggets.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off the starters here. An interesting postseason for the Nuggets. Facing elimination, can they even the series on their home floor? Shaq.
Are you calling the powers of Shaq Shadamas?
Yeah.
I must consult the bone.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Pass to Hartenstein over Jokic. Gets the front of the rim and out. The Nuggets trail by 6. And he drives in the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, that's just sweet passing there for Murray, keeping his eyes open and finding the open man.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 45 points. And here is Murray. 11 points in the game. No good on the 3.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And talk about coming up huge. What a performance.
He's nearing the franchise record for most points in a playoff game. This guy is clutch. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Pass to Brown. Porter kicks to Gordon. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Zero hesitation that time from Gordon.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Again, the Thunder score.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Wide open look here for Murray. No good on the triple. The Thunder leading by 7. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Denver grabs the miss.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
And here's the fast break. Holmgren leading the way. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Well, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Again, what an avalanche!
And how about the night he's had? That score now ties him for the single-game playoff high for this team.
He has been nothing short of amazing tonight, right? A legendary playoff performance from him. Murray finds Porter. Bob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
One of the better dunkers we have in the NBA, Aaron Gordon. Showtime.
The Thunder leading by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring.
Well, there's a little bit of Murray's handle on display. The D looked totally confused as to what to do there.
A fader. Nuggets have gone 4-7 to get things started here in the second half. And it's Murray with the jam.
This is one of those games where we're not seeing him slow down, so we're in for something real special from Jamal Murray.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
and there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Murray, good.
Well, he's got a confident shot going right now as Jamal's stepping into that three ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now defended by Jokic. They get it back. Outside, Dort. On the wing, Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 4 on the shot clock. It's yet another.
You see how easily he's getting buckets. To be this hot must be a heck of a feeling.
No doubt. And get this. He's now tied for the 3rd most points in a playoff game ever.
And that 57 ties him with Donovan Mitchell's bubble game back in 2020.
Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. He got it again. Sensational.
And he now owns 3rd place for most points in a playoff game.
An incredible game, no doubt. Nothing can slow him down.
And he's not far off from Baylor and Jordan. Can he keep it going?
And then Gordon with the dunk.
And he's going to go upstairs with authority. AG rising high.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. A three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets trail by 8.
And Murray, one of those guys that you can classify as automatic from the free throw line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Jamal Murray.
First free throw is good.
Jamal Murray at his size, the one impressive thing that stands out to me is that he will willingly go right at the defense.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Saric is checked in for Jokic. Peyton Watson comes in for Gordon. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Christian Brown. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Halls is checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins finds Williams. Knocks it loose and stolen by Murray. Outside Porter. Pull up Shea. Rebound by Williams. Over Porter. Williams' shot is off. Murray way outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander got. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Here's Westbrook. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Williams. The Thunder leading by 4. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Connects again.
He has taken over this game.
And now GA tied for the 2nd most points in a playoff game all time.
And he's now matched the Hall of Famer Elgin Baylor with Michael Jordan's all-time record only 2 points away.
And that's just shaking my head moments right there. Westbrook, as fast as he is, can stop on a dime, rise up, and the defender's helpless.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And good! It's it again.
And guys, he's now tied the all-time mark for points in a playoff game.
Wow, he has been cooking since the opening tip, and they've been powerless to slow him down.
His airness with a little company on his lofty perch, just remarkable.
Dort, he's checked in for Waltz.
Now into the line for the defender. Number 5, Nugent Dort.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, I not only like the attack, but I love the angle of attack from Jamal Murray that time.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Oklahoma City.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
And I feel like there's been an old-school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
Second free throw, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, good with the triple. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And another miss by Denver. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Sharch. Out to the right wing. Here's Brown. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits.
Hits it again. Wow.
And he set a new all-time record for single-game scoring in the playoffs.
I mean, what a night to remember. And for those of us who are lucky enough to witness it, I'm sure we will never forget this.
And Michael Jordan, the GOAT, holding that top spot for decades, to now witness someone break his record. I mean, this is crazy.
Timeout called, Nuggets. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic has checked in for Sharch. Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And Porter subbed in for Jamal Murray. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen on what David Adelman went over with his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said, this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Thank you, David. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
Here's Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The line for Denver. Russell Westbrook. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Alex Caruso. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Count that one.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
For 3, Murray. Dort grabs the miss.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Clearly a foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for defender. Chet Holmgren. Taking 2 shots. Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Christian Brown's checked in for Russell Westbrook. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Not a perfect trip to the line, but at least he made this game a 2-possession affair.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They've led by as many as 11 points. Good, he hits again. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
The Nuggets trail by 6. For 3, Murray. Offensive rebound. Here's Jokic. It's Jokic inside.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's sent back by Jokic. Here's Brown. Defended by Dort. The 10-footer. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Murray looking around. Jokic finds Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Murray's got 15 points here in the second half.
How about Murray stepping up, poised for this young player?
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that bucket. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Seems like Gilgeous-Alexander's next shot is never far off. He can get the bucket they need.
For 3, Murray. The Thunder pull it in. 1:19 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Denver with the rebound. Porter's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the drive. It's stolen by Dort. To the paint. Jokic with the steal. Here's Brown. And another miss by Denver.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
.40 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And it's off from 3-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jokic. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
A nice shot by Brown.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 18 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third team foul. At the line to defend it. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 shots.
drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about takes a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
And so the Oklahoma City Thunder take the series and will continue. A 4-2 victory for them in the second round. And now they find themselves just 4 wins away from a spot, Craig, in the NBA Finals.
And it won't be easy. Conference finals never are. I'm sure they're confident right now coming off of this huge win. But, Kevin, they've still got a lot of work to do before they put their hands on any trophies.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know, Grant, for players that move to a new team in the offseason, have they had enough time to get adjusted?
Well, you know, BA, it depends. Some guys blend right into a new squad, but for others, it takes a lot of repetition to get a feel from your teammates.
So for Toronto right now, R.J. Barrett out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Dick. And it's Shed in at the 1 spot. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
A nice shot by MP.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
To stop the drought, Porzingis grabs the board.
I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA, step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you.
Well, that could be a tough shot, but easy there for Brandon Ingram.
Pritchard, the pass to MP. 50 in the first. Porzingis finds Tatum. From outside, off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Dick. 4-3. Drains the triple. Dick's got 8.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
Outside Holiday. Now MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. Pass to Walter. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
1 second left. No good on the buzzer beater. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Raptors leading by a... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then it's MP. Then there's Luke Cornett. And it's Hauser in at the 2. That's the Boston 5. Tatum drills the 3.
Yeah, no hesitation, No overthinking it. Tatum just takes the shot.
Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level.
Pass to Horford. On the wing, MP. A good-looking shot from the wing. MP's got 8.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Picked his pocket. Hauser passes to MP. Pass to Hauser. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards.
And looking at the Clippers matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back. So you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Every team in the new NBA wants to be on this list. The sharpshooters from three-point range. Fifth best, the Celtics.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Boucher with it. He's scoreless. Walter from outside. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Inside. KP wrecks the rim.
Look, Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop. He's not going to make many mistakes.
Pass to Walter. And it's good. 2 points. Walters has got 9 points. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. This game against Toronto is the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, they got swept by this team in the season series last year, which goes against all logic.
Here's MP. It's tipped. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Walter. Boucher outside. Fires the 3. Boston pulls it in.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Poor rim. Tatum plays with such an edge.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. To the wing, right side. Walter from outside. No good there. For Boston, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Shoots from 12. And the shot no good. A bit short. Toronto trailing. Takes the 3. And again, Toronto no good. Stan, we've seen a resurgence for Kristaps Porzingis over the last few seasons. What changed?
Well, Brian, he really dug down into the numbers, identifying his best shot profile and really focusing on that. It's helped his efficiency.
Ingram with a screen on Tatum. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Coach, when you talk to Ingram's teammates, they always bring up his remarkable work. And so it's the Boston Celtics going into the break up 12. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back.
The Raptors, 26. Fans, please, director.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Boston Celtics.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And the defense has tried to pack it in a little, but those guys just keep coming.
Fellas, what do you say we take a look now at the power rankings? Glad you could join us.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Checked in for Holiday. Boucher's checked in for Toronto.
Going out there, no let up.
MP against Barrett. MP left side. Goes up on the baseline. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 4 rebounds now. So for Toronto right now, we've got Brandon Ingram. Chris Boucher out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Shed in at the point. Here's Boucher. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
The free throw drops for Boucher. He gets them both. Well, Stan, you've coached some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact. Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Barrett can't hit. Boston leading by 14. MP right side.
Hey, yo, right here.
It's stolen. Barrett with it. Now guarded by Brown. And he makes it. Barrett's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
MP looking around. Shot on the wing. Toronto grabs the miss. Barrett's got 4 rebounds in the game. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown. Barrett's got 13.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. And that's going to send MP to the free throw line. That's on Jakob Poeltl. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
MP at the line, shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Pass to Boucher. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Al Horford. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shooting for Toronto, Chris Boucher. 1 for 1.
The free throw drops for Boucher. Here's Brown. 7 points in the game. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Pass to MP. Shot clock at 6. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Raptors ball.
Here's Barrett. 13 points in the game. Gets it off. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Boston Celtics finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Celtics lead by 8. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then it's MP. And it's Hauser in at the shooting guard position. That's the Boston 5.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Here he goes. And that one's good. Lawson's got his first points in this one.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Tatum passes to Hauser. And here's MP. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Boucher's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ingram with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. The shot by Ingram, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Tries to break his ice. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Chris Boucher.
Well, that's the kind of player MP is striving to become.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Pass to Shed. Now here's Ingram. The 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's MP. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his 3rd foul so far. MP right side. Shoots from the line. Again, the miss by Boston.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Walter can't get it to go.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
MP with the drive. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Yeah, good, aggressive move by MP. You know, I have a feeling we'll see this a lot in his career.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Boston. Porzingis has checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. And Holiday subbed in for MP. Seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And there's a 3-second violation.
3 seconds. Toronto ball.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Walter. That one's good for 2. Here's MP. The deep 3. No good there. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll do it, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Okay, then. That's how we stand on business.
Way to bring home that W. It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
Yo, MP, let's go.
Objects in motion, stay in motion. Long.
And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Hi, everyone. We got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Timberwolves, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, the Celtics, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Darius Garland is out there with Javonte Green. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. And for Boston, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the 1. You look at Boston. They're hoping to bounce back tonight after losing their first game of... Deciding to change it up.
Stop something.
1:33 left in the first quarter. Hauser the pass to MP. The 11-footer. Cavaliers with the rebound. Now for MP, winning the NBA Cup has been a point of emphasis for him. And tonight's game is huge to reach that goal.
It is, and I'll say this, every game in the Cup is a big one. Remember, just 4 teams in each conference advance, so you cannot afford multiple losses. MP will need to be on his A game every game to win it all.
And now, let's take it over to the sidelines for a bit on MP. DA.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, MP certainly has his heart set on winning this NBA Cup. I asked him why it was so important to him, and he said it'll show just how strong this team is, that we're competitors, that we're must-watch basketball this season. And he certainly sounds committed to this tournament. Guys?
We all love the NBA Cup, don't we? And I bet his coach loves hearing his player MP say that as much as we do. Thank you. Tyson following the basket by MP.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And here is Garland. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper. Garland's got 5 now.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how DeAndre Hunter's doing. David.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Cleveland's head athletic trainer. He said that he suffered a nasty bruise to the lower part of his back and that it's really stiffened up on him. The team was just starting to settle into its rotations. Now, next man up. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because Even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Tatum and Horford man the post positions. Then it's MP. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. He had a nice open look right there. Jerome's got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Okoro, he's checked in for Cleveland. And we're now around the midway point through the group stage games. So let's check out the NBA Cup standings.
Well, as you know, teams are randomly drawn to their groups based off their record from the previous season. And as you can tell, some of these groups are easier to navigate than others.
Now, here's MP. He's got 6. A floater. MP powers through the contact inside.
MP clearly put a lot of time into that floater. Boy, that one was pretty.
Garland the pass to Thompson. Jerome, good. Jerome's got 13 points.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And Doris, this summer, the Cavaliers opting to make changes.
And Kevin, a little bit of a surprise in this particular way. They fired their coaching staff, bring in a new regime. And think about it, you fire that group after you've made the playoffs 2 seasons in a row, and yet you still opt to go in a different direction. So a lot of pressure on the staff coming in.
And the Celtics with possession here after Cleveland got the 3-pointer. Here's MP diving in, and it's good, 2 points. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
To the wing on the left. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jerome with the rebound.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Up top, Garland. Garland is doubled. Thompson outside. Pass to Strus. 3-pointer. And Horford pulls it down. Celtics trail by 12. Tatum finds MP. Close in. No stopping MP.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Cleveland, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, there's Boston. They're looking to salvage what they can of the season.
And you know, for Boston, they've gotten off to the kind of start teams just dread. They've already dug a nice hole for themselves.
They do have the talent necessary to get it turned around quickly. They won't want to wait too much longer to do it, but they can still make it a productive season.
That's his 5th 3-pointer of the half, filling it up.
MP left side. 1:12 left in the first half of the game. Shoots from 14. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hunter down low. White's there. Hunter no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics, trailing by 13. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. MP against Green. MP, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Pass to Jerome. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Jerome's got 22.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
MP outside. He takes it in.
This is what they love about this young guy. MP puts a ton of pressure on your defense, and he's just getting out of the gates, folks.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And Hunter, here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Cavaliers, DeAndre Hunter taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And he can't hit the second. Here's Brown. And it's in. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so it's Cleveland with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic...
Checking out Boston. They knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office...
And turning back to our first half, things going well. Extremely well for the Cavaliers.
Their bench...
And that about wraps it up.
And after a... He's checked in for Derek White. A switch here also for Cleveland. Jerome is checked in.
Right here.
MP outside. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Then there's Garland. And it's Green. And it's Jerome in at the 2 spot.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started. Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Garland kicks to Mobley. Fires for 3. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Mobley. Garland's got 6 here in this quarter. Still in his early 20s, Doris, Evan Mobley is such a great player. So long, athletic. I know you love his play.
I certainly do, Kevin, and there's a lot of reasons why. You begin on the defensive end of the floor. Great shot blocker, can guard on the perimeter, and he continues to work and expand his offensive game. This guy's future is so bright.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. Fires the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Tatum dishes to Brown. Pass to MP. MP beats him for 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
.55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Outside Garland. Green kicks to Mobley. And here is Garland. Sinks the triple. Garland's got 9 points here in the second half.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
MP passes to Tatum. Brown outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Celtics trail by 18. It's Brown on the wing. MP outside. With 1 on the clock. And so it's Cleveland holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball in. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Tatum and Horford man the post positions. Then it's MP. And it's Hauser in at the 3 slot. That's the Boston 5.
This is why Strus is on the floor. His ability to spread you out from deep.
Now, here's MP. Defense is right there. Horford with the screen on Garland. Releases from 15, and he can't bank that one in.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Strus's shot is good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to MP. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. And the Celtics making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Javonte Green, he's checked in for Cleveland. And so here's Cleveland. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. 6 to shoot. And that one is good from Jerome. Jerome's got 25 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now, here's MP. Defense right on him.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Here's Tyson. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Tatum draws the double. On the wing, MP. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area. Overcome the challenges, young sir.
Jerome, good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Cruz. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Good shot right there by MP. I like when he seeks out his offense.
Here's Jerome. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. For Boston, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the
Here's
floor.
Jerome. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Lets it go from the wing, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Garland finds Strus, and the wide open shot from Green. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
Here is a guy who is not shy about sharing the basketball. If you are open, Darius Garland will find you.
Here's Cruz. Another miss by MP.
But I love the determination, guys. It's simply not there for him right now.
Pass to Garland. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The shot from the low post is good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Here's MP. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Well, I like when MP tries to carve space in the painted area. So effective down there.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And here's Garland for 3. And it's Green with the jam.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Tatum finds MP. Fires from 18. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Sometimes the shots just don't fall. Good game, MP. It's okay. They wanted it more. They call this place the phone booth. So dial up a dummy.
We know MP came ready to play.
This Saturday. getting amazing fans and their very own Wizards bobblehead. Can't wait to see you. A reminder that you can still purchase tickets for any upcoming Wizards game at the ticket booth or on the team's website. And don't forget to come out to the game for Calendar Day. What better way to pass it than to look at pictures of your favorite mascot, Wee-Wee, and the Wizards. We hope you'll join us again for a future Wizards opening. To see available tickets for upcoming games, stop by the ticket windows today. And you won't want to miss the next Wizards opening.
The setting is Washington, D.C. and Capital One Arena. The Celtics taking on the Wizards. For the Boston Celtics, losing sight of their identity over the last 10 games, they've won only 2 of them. Tonight, they're hoping to get back to what they do well with a win. Wizards, Celtics, coming up next. Hi, everyone, and welcome. We've got a special one for you, as tonight's action is part of the NBA Cup. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. And a chance to check out our Rookie of the Year list. Some incredible talent entering the league. Not exactly the start he'd hoped for in the NBA, but remember, his career has just gotten started, and there is plenty of games left this season.
And he's still in the adjustment period, but we're in the early stages of his rookie year.
Yeah, I thought he'd be playing a bigger role than he has been, let's be honest. Like the talent's there. We know that, but he just hasn't been as assertive as he needs to be.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Brown in at small forward. And for the Wizards, we've got Malcolm Brogdon. Sarr out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Champagnie at the 4-man position. And this NBA season, it's a marathon. We're about mile 5 of 26.
Right? So you have to pace yourself. Yes, you give it your all every night on the floor, but it's up to coach.
He's checked in for Jaylen Brown.
Number 13, MP.
And a lot of talk this year about MP and his sights set on securing the NBA Cup for his team. It really adds a bit of intrigue and drama to what's already become a fan favorite here in the early goings of the NBA season.
Yeah, as if we needed any more drama. MP, I think, draws a lot of attention to himself with his expectations and goals, but I admire that he puts his vision into reality and isn't afraid to tell the world what he wants to achieve. MP always seems to find a way to give us must-watch NBA action.
Moving fast, but maintaining control. Brogdon still has a clean shot, even in motion.
Rob! Middleton with him. Now guarded by White. Here's Sarr. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Champagnie drops in the 3.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
Here's MP. Pass to Holiday. The steal. Here's Carrington. Currently averaging 5 points a game. And the shot goes. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Washington.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Here's MP. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. MP's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Getting it done from the in-between area. MP just taking what the defense gives him.
And he comes up with a bucket.
And guys, one thing that's triggered this run, their proficiency inside the three-point line.
Celtics trail by 7. Chance for an update here on Jaylen Brown. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Celtics was able to update me on the situation. He called the injury a lower back bruise and said it's very stiff at the moment. This being November, they have some time to work through their options. We'll see which way they go.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Kispert's checked in for Champagny. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season, for the first time in a long time, hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Oof, not good there, Allie. Thank you. MP, no good.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Pass to Carrington. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by White.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
MP against Brogdon. Again, the miss by Boston. Here are the Wizards now with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run. There's a screen. Here's Carrington. Lets the 3 fly. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. Carrington's got 6 points.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
3-pointer is up. Middleton. The shot comes out. Celtics trail by 12. Pass to MP. Outside, Brown. Back to MP. He got it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Washington going into the break up 12. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Quite a position here for the Wizards to be in. What do you think, guys?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
On the floor for Boston, it's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Peyton Pritchard is out there with MP, and it's Hauser in at the 3. MP outside. 5 to shoot from 18 feet away. That one a little long.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Baseline jumper. Kispert grabs a miss. Washington leading by 17. Pass to Smart. To the inside. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And the first one at the line is good. George hits them both. Here's Tatum. He did not look good in their loss to the Cavaliers the other night. Here's MP. Got it. Good job in the low post. MP's got 6.
This is what the coaches are telling MP. No one can guard you in there. Go eat.
Smart right side. Up top, Holmes. Pass to Kispert. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
MP shot it.
Just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Champagne's got his second basket on the night.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
MP with it. Guarded now by George. From deep, MP hits the three-pointer. He's got 9.
And the 3 ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
Kispert outside. George passes to Smart. And here's Kispert from the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. And the Wizards lead by 21.
I just love the ball movement.
Pass to Hauser. MP looking around. Shot from 12. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. MP's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. A big group substitution here for Boston. Washington making a change here. Champagne's checked in. MP checked in for Boston. Here's MP. Last game, 26 points for him. 35 seconds left to play in the half. Outside White. Back to MP. Sarr pulls it in.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Middleton outside. Pass to Brogdon. He buries it from 3. Brogdon's got 7 points in the game.
In general, they're finding good looks from beyond the arc, steadily improving as this game's going along.
MP outside. Just 3 on the clock. And so it's the Washington Wizards ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
And moving on, guys, it's early in the season, but always a good time to check out the power rankings.
You know, right now, for the Wizards, they are hurting. What's that saying? It's always darkest before the dawn? Well, it must be in the middle of the night over there, because it's dark.
And that'll do it for us.
And after a with some changes, Horford, he's checked in for Jason Tatum, and MP subbed in for White. MP with it. He's got 11. Looking to get back on track. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
We've got Sarr, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Champagnie at the 4. That's the group for Washington right now. Outside, Brown. MP outside. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Holiday finds MP. Clock at 6. Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Washington.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
The open shot by Middleton. And again, Washington, no good.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
And MP gets it to go on the assist by Brown. 13 points in the game. And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
So both teams making some changes here. Washington leading by 17. Smart for 3. Hauser grabs the board. Boston on offense. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. MP outside, out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. With a brief pause, here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Celtics.
Over this last stretch, their defense has been airtight. The opponents have had a tough time executing at the offensive end.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Washington. George comes in for Champagnie. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Here's MP. From 13 feet, down it goes. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this offensive surge is just what they needed right now.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Brogdon with the stuff.
He can explode to the hoop. Brogdon, he can change speeds in a hurry.
Celtics trail by 19. Here's Pritchard. Still no points. Pass to MP. Was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And here at the end of the third, it's a dub. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got MP. He's out there with Peyton Pritchard. Jaylen Brown is out there with Luke Cornett. And it's Hauser in at power forward. MP, the pass to Pritchard. MP against Johnson. MP shot is off.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Here's Smart. And he hits it from 9 feet.
Good work inside from Smart. It's clear how confident he is close to the rim.
Pass to MP. Shot from the wing. Cornett passes to Hauser. MP outside. Second chance effort. Driving to the basket. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, good, aggressive move by MP. You know, I have a feeling we'll see this a lot in his career.
Holmes with it. Pass to Johnson. From down in the low post, it goes. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
MP outside. Well, RJ, there have been so many great rivalries over the years. It's part of what makes the NBA special.
It elevates the league when there are great teams always meeting on the biggest stage. It makes everyone pay attention when the best players are matched up against each other.
Another shot. Cornette with the bucket.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Washington leading by 19. And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. So it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Their record is now 1-1 in this group round. And you know they're breathing a sigh of relief.
But that's only temporary. They're going to have to dig deep if they want to eventually hoist the NBA Cup.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. So long, everyone.
Huge moment on the show today as I am ready to unveil my ultimate NBA Dynasty rankings.
All right, I mean, it took you long enough.
Actually, he brought this up 2 weeks ago.
Finally, Toby says something useful.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, it would have taken me 20 minutes, but maybe that's because I know how to ball.
No one knows more than me, Russell,
Whatever.
about anything.
Oof, that is patently false.
And you can patently shut it.
That doesn't make sense.
Maybe not, Toby. I'm not a book boy like you, but I am a knower of ball, and I am ready to unveil my dynasty list.
All right, just say it already. Do we need a drum roll?
All right, here we go. In reverse order, please hold your...
Don't beat yourself up till you check the tape.
What you got going on today?
I'll run this.
You got it. Come on, man.
Great game.
Yes, sir. That's the way I back up my game.